Hello friends, Tony here. Now in this video, let's start and work with the roles. We installed the roles in the previous one. Now let's create a table to display all the roles and also to create new and edit and delete roles. So let's open the terminal, and here first I'm going to create a controller. So artisan make controller, and let's name this role controller. Okay, and one more for the permission. So let's name this permission controller. Okay, now let's open the VS Code, and here let's create two routes for roles and permissions. So I'm going to say route resource and say here /roles and use the role controller class here, and the same for the permissions. So route resource for permissions and use the permission controller. Okay, let's save and let's see if we have imported the role and permission. Yeah, close this one, and let's open here the resources, views, admin. We have users here, so let's copy this or duplicate this one, and I'm going to name it roles. Okay, and then let's duplicate one more time for permissions. So let's name it permissions like this. Okay, now we have roles and permissions here. Let's start with the roles, go to the index, and here I'm going to say roles. Also, the link is going to be admin roles create. And let's close now and say new role, not new user here. Okay, then the table, we need to create also the Splade table. So the Splade table is going to be not for users, but for roles. And here also change this to say admin roles edit and admin roles destroy. On this cell action, we need to pass a single role, and here also a single role for edit and destroy. So let's say $role. The last thing is to say delete the role here. And we are good with the index blade. Now let's open the role controller. Role controller here. And first let's create the method index. So method index. Okay, now first let's create the table for the roles and one table for the permissions. So artisan make table, and the table name is going to be roles. Okay, and one for permissions. So let's say artisan make table permissions. Good. Now let's return here. So let's return the view admin dot roles dot index, and also we need to add, let's add the roles here and say roles table. Make sure you import that. So let's save and make sure you import the roles here. And now let's open the roles table. We have the authorized here, and then we have this for method. Now I'm going to do the same we have in others. So let's go to the user, and on the for method I'm going to copy, or I think better is to go to the department. Here we have only the name. Yeah, so let's copy what we have in here and then paste in the roles for method. as you can see here, by default, we have undefined for the app models role. So we need to fix that. First, let's import this allowed filter. Then import the collection from the Illuminate support collection, and then import also the query builder. Now, this is going to be not for department, but it's going to be for the role, and the role is going to come from the Splade permission model, not contracts. So a role from Splade permission models role, yeah. Okay, yeah, here is this. Import from Splade permission models role as model role, models role, and then use right here. And the default sort is going to be ID, allowed sort ID name, and yes, we are okay. Then go to the configure, and I'm going to do the same we have also in here. So just copy this and paste it right here. So with a global search for column name, we have the column ID sortable, column name sortable, and the action, and then the paginate. Okay, now we need to add the link for the roles in the user management. So let's open here the admin layout. Inside the resources views layout, we have this admin, and we have also the sidebar. So we need to open this sidebar, the JS components and sidebar. Close this again, and we have a dashboard. Then we have a span with a link for the users, and let's copy this and paste right here, and say not users but roles, and one more for permissions. Okay, here I'm going to say permissions, and we need the here admin / permissions, and also we need to change the SVG, but let's go to the roles also and say admin / roles. Save, and yeah, we have roles and permissions. Just go to the hero icons, and let's choose hero icons.com, and let's choose the SVGs here. For roles, let's search for a key. Yeah, I'm going to copy this SVG for the roles, and we have width and H5, I think. Let's go here, and yeah, roles. Yeah, we need to change the 5. Okay, and for the permissions, now we have one key for permissions. I'm going to use the fingerprint. Yeah, here we have, copy this SVG and scroll down, paste it here, change the width and height to be 5. Okay, and let's save, and let's see now. Yeah, here we have roles and permissions. Now if I click to the roles, here we have only the role, which is the role admin. Good, but I don't want to display the role admin here and edit or delete only the admin. So all the roles I'm going to display, but the role with name admin I want to hide, and the same thing I want to hide the users. On the users, the admin user. So if I go to the admin user, search right now, yeah, we can delete, and I am the admin user if I delete now myself. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to remove the admin user, and also from roles, the admin role. To do that, let's open the VS Code, and we need to go to the roles table. And here when we say models role class, instead of this, we can say where, add the where here, where the name is not admin. Okay, like this. And now if I save, and let's see on the browser, if I refresh, yeah, there are no items to show. And also if I search for the admin, we don't have. Now let's do the same on the users. So now for the users, we need to check based on the roles. So to do that, let's close everything right now, and let's open the users table. And yeah, here now, instead of the user here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to say user where doesn't have, and here I'm going to add the relationship roles, and I'm going to use the callback, so function $query, and here I'm going to say $query where now the name is admin. Okay, so we say here user where doesn't have roles, and here function, so the query is for the role, the query where name admin. So the user where doesn't have the role admin is going to display here. And let's close this, save, and let's see now on the users right now. If I refresh, okay, if I search now for admin, yeah, there are no items to show. Okay, so we hide the admin and also the admin user and the admin role. And that's it about this video. I hope you enjoy, and see you in the next one. All the best.